The voice is something that's very personal. Our voice is the way that we project ourselves out into the world. It's how we make connections with other people. There's something uniquely profound about this experience of singing together. It's this idea of making the sound of your own voice, making that personal sound, but also being conscious of the sound of everyone else's voice, and that you're all working together to create something beautiful.
It's the joy of singing, and through that joy, imparting joy to the people that are listening to you.
What you create together is so much bigger than anything you could create yourself.
Glee Club philosophy is that your friendships can be built through the music, and then also I think the quality of the music can be built with friendships too.
Singing had been an important part of the social fabric of Yale University for many, many years. These groups would come and flourish at a time where there was good leadership and a lot of interest, and then a few years later they would go away, and there was no department of music, there was no faculty of music to ensure that it stayed strong and that it continued.
The Yale Glee Club was the third collegiate organization to be formed in the United States. I think Harvard started in 1858, and Michigan in 1859, and then Yale in 1861. So that really is the sort of the beginning of the collegiate choral experience in the United States, which other schools emulated certainly from the beginning.
Well, other colleges had one, maybe two a cappella groups. We had 9 or 10 or 11, and now I think currently there are 17.
We had 4 choruses, 4 men's choruses. The freshman chorus, which didn't quite make the Glee Club, the freshman Glee Club, the Apollo Glee Club, we kind of like a JV, and the varsity Glee Club, which is the Yale Glee Club. And like a football thing in a great university, you try to work your way up.
And it was played just as much as if it were football or basketball. It was a major extracurricular activity on this campus that was part of the Yale tradition.
The move from men's to mixed chorus opened a new world of choral repertoire to the Glee Club and created exciting new opportunities.
The a cappella culture at Yale was no longer going to be an all-male culture.
Male and female students would sing together, travel together, and build upon the Glee Club's tradition together.
This is a wonderful thing. It's about time it happened, and we're going to make great music.
That changed the nature of the sound that the chorus makes. It extends what chords can be sung.
In 2005, the Glee Club continued its long tradition of global choral exchange by performing with the Melbourne University Choral Society and Sydney University Musical Society, among other groups, on its first ever tour to Australia. A distinguished procession of guest conductors, including Sir Neville Marriner, Christoph Penderecki, Sir David Wilcox, and Helmut Rilling. Collaborations with Yale's Camerata, Schola Cantorum, Philharmonia, and Symphony Orchestra commissioned works by composers like Dominic Argento, James Macmillan, Louis Spratlin, and Ned Rorem. These have added even more richness and variety to the club's musical experience.
Jeff has continued to make sure that he always features some of the more traditional Glee Club ingredients, which represent really their tradition and history, but he's also very adventurous on the other side.
Jeff really believes that it's important for choruses to both sing established works from sort of the canon, but also to keep on contributing to the body of work that exists.
Jeff brings to the kids today an education, an awareness of the music. It is absolutely wonderful and rich experience for today.
It's not just about the art, it's not just about your fellow students and your friendships with your fellow students, but it's actually about doing something meaningful to spark an inspiration.
The idea that you can build connections between people through choral singing by sharing music has become the mission for many choirs today.
The extent to which music can bind people who don't know each other, the fact that that impact is still here today speaks to the power of that relationship.
It's something that fills a deep need in all of us, and I think it has a lot to do with the nature of the voice and this experience of sharing the sound of your voice with other people.